Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting. We just updated it. That's why I know how many videos is on there.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man. So if you're interested, definitely check that out, guys. The link for that will be in the description.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man. Shout out to everybody on Def the Radio that told us to get to this, I don't know, 3-4 months ago when it first came out. So, salute. Sorry, though. DEAF #2 Radio is our new Instagram. Make sure you guys follow us there. As I just said, man, we got blew up to do this song, man, when it first came out. Because we had just came off of doing
the freestyle,
the Ray Vaughn freestyle, which was fire. One of the best freestyles we've heard on the channel. So here we are. We're doing it now. Better late than never is what we like to say. And we're often late. So yeah, man. Let's let's get right to it. Ray Vaughn, Picking Cherries.
But I was dead for a while. Literally.
Before I had the cake, they deserted me. But now the Porsche's 911. It's an emergency. I do not accept apologies. You did it purposely. If I say fuck you, it's fuck you for all eternity. I used to shop at Angel.
Came in hot.
It's before I had the cake, they deserted me. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? 9/11. It's an emergency.
Yeah.
Like just he gonna give you the bars though. That's Ray Vaughn is gonna give you the bars, even because it sounds like this might be like a sentimental joint. Now I'm gonna bar you up on some sentimental shit though.
Yep. And then what did he say after that? He's like, I don't accept apologies. You did it purposely. He said, if I say fuck you, it's fuck you for eternity. I'm done.
But just to kind of break it down, obviously cake is a dessert. But before I had money, they deserted me. No one wanted anything to do with me, right? But cake is a dessert. He said, but now I got the Porsche 911. It's an emergency. 911, when you dial 911, it's an emergency. But, you know, it's serious now. I'm pulling up in a Porsche, right? You know what I mean? So I just like the bars in the midst of him saying something, you know?
Before I had the cake, they deserted me. But now the Porsche's 911. It's an emergency. I do not accept apologies. You did it purposely. If I say fuck you, it's fuck you for all eternity. I used to shop at Angel Views, living with a broken wing, sleeping at a minimum, cause all I had was broken dreams. Used to sell work and hit different when you know the fiends. Growing up, we never did ballet, but we was holding beams. Hopped off the same porch I used to wait for my dad. Sad and hope nobody see through the mask. So trying to forget that nigga is a difficult task. Can't follow in his footsteps cause we on 2 different paths. Damn, Maya, can't believe that you passed. Love your people while they here, the streets taking them fast. Water off and I can even give my baby a bath. I got 15 minutes of fame, so I'm making it last. I used to eat the ramen noodles out the butter bowl. Heating up the house, don't let that oven close. I put on my grown man shoes, and I still can never trust a soul. Mama working doubles while I'm trying to chase the mother load. Had close kin try to cross me, they born fake. I grew up with them, watching Rugrats on the orange tape. Looking back, nobody showed up to my court dates. They eyes on the bread, see biscuits like a horse race. We vouchers used to pay for kicks in the cornflakes. Strong people break too. We just rebuild quietly. It's probably cause we scared of being judged by society. EDD scams brought my niggas out of poverty. And battling yourself ain't a fair fight. In my darkest days, when nobody there to shed light. Work the corner, baking soda, beat it like it's egg whites. Now it's W's like the beginning of a website. I just lost my grandpa, I know he in the sky. Man, that nigga like my daddy, glad I got to say goodbye. Had deep convos with him right before he fucking died. And I know I fucked him up, cause I ain't never seen him cry. He ain't wanna go to sleep, cause he knew death was still nearby. He knew death was in the air, and that's something you can't deny. He said you finna go to Hollywood, and I said I'ma try. Now I'm feeling crossed over, cause he on the other side. They use crates for entertainment, mines will hold up the bed. Ain't gotta tell you why I cut you off, you know what you said. And if you focus on your past, then you won't get ahead. They found Leandre with a hole in his head. I'm James Harden of my family, nigga. Look at all the shit I carry. Now I'm finally buzzing, like a haircut in the military. Standing on my words, I put my foot on top of dictionaries. When I lived on Cherry, it was easier than picking cherries. I never asked him for nothing. Lord knows I'm bad with a compass. Found myself on the path of the cheese and my craft got adjusted. Blew up in their face, I mastered eruptions. We throwing hints, I'm past the discussion. Fuck my ex, she the last one I trusted. Used to live baggy and busted. Chain was ashy and rusted. Now it's like a family reunion. I got so many cousins. From nasty. I got a wave like the taxi is coming. Wait, hold up, guess the taxi is coming. King Garth the strong as hell, but I ain't carrying no dead weight. I can't let nobody live rent free inside my headspace. It's hard to digest. See my nigga lose a fed case. Paddington when we was robbing houses with the bad face.
Stop it, I'm sorry. Dude, he barred us up so much. I'm mad I didn't stop it earlier, man. But I guess I was waiting for a chorus or some shit. I don't know. I was like, I will wait till the verse is over. It don't look like it's ending. I don't, we'll see. But I think this is just him going off. Yeah, he had so many lines, man. Damn. He said it's hard to digest. Seeing my guy lose a Fed case. It's hard to digest. Fed, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy right there. So there's a play on words with digesting food and being fed. But he's talking about this is hard to digest seeing his friend, lose a case in court, going to jail and getting football numbers. It's hard to digest that. But the play on words was crazy, man. This dude is just hungry. He's just so hungry. We noticed that in the freestyle, man. Yep. He is beyond hungry, and you can tell why. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's talking about his life. Don't only that. You know what I mean? Don't close that oven up, right? The oven to heat the house up, the ramen noodles in the butter bowl, and angel wing. Just bar after bar after bar talking about his struggles and where he comes from, man. So I just love it. I used to shop at Angel Views, living with a broken wing. You know what I'm saying? So Angel Views, I'm assuming is some LA, maybe some local clothing store, whatever the case. I don't know what Angel Views is. Maybe people from LA can tell me. But I'm assuming it's something for the a place you shop at in an impoverished neighborhood, maybe a local joint. But Angel Wings, but I'm living with a broken wing. I can't fly. Right? Like I'm an angel. Maybe there's potential for me, but I got a broken wing. I mean, my circumstances are difficult. And maybe I'm into some shit that, I shouldn't be into, which I'm no angel, but I have potential to be an angel, so I'm taking that. Sleeping at a minimum, because all I had was broken dreams. You know what I'm saying? When you sleep, you can dream, right? But I can't, I don't want to sleep. I can't sleep, because every time I sleep, I see my dreams are broken. Like, you know what I mean? It's a reminder that I'm not in a good place. My dreams won't be fulfilled. Used to sell work. It hit different when you know the fiends. Yeah. It's different when you know the person you're selling drugs to, and you know that you're a cog in the wheel to their destruction, right? You're selling them drugs, and they're using that to destroy their lives, He
hopped off the same porch that he used to wait for his dad at, So forgiving that dude is a difficult task, something like that, I can't follow in his footsteps because we're on two different paths. I thought that was hard, following his footsteps, but the play on words between path and footsteps. But when you say that, I can't do the same things my dad did because I don't live my life that way. I thought that was a really creative way for him to bring that vision to life. Put on my grown man shoes because I don't trust the soul, soul and shoes. Shoes have a soul, but I don't trust a soul because as I've grown up, I learned that people are untrustworthy. So correct. I think that was really cool.
Every line is really a bar, right? What did he say? Growing up, we never did ballet, but we was holding beams though. Yeah. Triple beams, right? The way to work or whatever the case may be. But ballet, obviously they walk on beams in ballet, but we were playing with a different type of beam.
Strong people break too. We just rebuild quietly. That's such a hard line, man. It is, and it's heavy, right? It is a rebuilding process, but it's done in a different way. It's not as loud, you know what I mean? But we're loud about being strong, though. Everybody
hurts, and everybody needs, acknowledgement and love and all this other stuff, man. Because we all go through it. Coming from these environments, man, it's not as acceptable to show emotion and show a certain level of, and I want to call it weakness, but people do look at it as weak unfairly. So there's this constant battle of hiding your emotions and just in fighting whatever is ailing you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a double sort of load of pressure and struggle that you have to go through, man, when you're the person that keeps up this sort of strong facade.
I like that, man, because after that he said it's probably because the reason why we put on this facade is because we probably are scared of being judged by society. Yep. And that's true. You know what I mean? Our own society though, not the world society, but the society of being in the neighborhood that you grew up in. Right. Battling yourself ain't a fair fight. In my darkest days with nobody there to shed light, when you're battling yourself, when you have internal struggles, that's not a fair fight because no one's winning that. You're fighting yourself, so there is no winner, right? And there's no one there to bring you out of the darkness. There's no one there to make you feel better because you're fighting. It's an internal struggle. So no one knows it but you. I thought that was hard.
Excellent. In here, it seems to be talking about his grandfather dying, and he was just like, that was like his dad. And he said, it hurt when he crossed over because he's on the other side. I think it was something like that. That was a super, super dope line because when you die, you cross over to the other side. But he felt crossed over, right? He felt maybe abandoned. That was hard. Because the one person that was, his father figure, someone that was in his life maybe consistently, was no longer there. Used to live baggy and busted. Chain was ashy and rusted. Now it's like a family reunion. Oh, I got so many cousins, you know? This is the classic case, man. Overall in this freestyle, it's the classic case of rags to riches, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he's rich, but rags to, making a relatively exponential come up from where your circumstances were. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all of a sudden you get money now, and all of a sudden you have family members that you never knew or family members that never talked to you. All of a sudden they're in your life now because they see you getting money. He said the Seabiscuits line. Yep. You know what I'm saying? People just coming around when they see bread, and and now it's like they deserted me. Now now I pull up in the 911 and it's an emergency, right? These constant references to when I didn't have shit, no one wanted anything to do with me. Now I have shit and everybody's coming around. It's a classic case of what people experience when they're coming from rags to riches, when they're coming from these worlds, man. So he's just been playing on that the entire time.
If you focus on your past, then you won't get ahead. Thought that was hard, right? And he said he found his boy DeAndre with a hole in his head that he died, right? And he said, I'm James Harden of my family. Look at all this shit I carry, right? So I thought that's a sad thing that his boy died, right? So he's carrying the pain of his family. Like he's like the head of the family now, not only financially, but emotionally now too. But I'm like James Harden, who plays basketball, and there's always like controversy if the way he plays, if he's carrying, if he's traveling or not.
Yeah, man. Let's finish it up though. We did a lot of breaking down, but he had so many lines. I guess we would have stopped it sooner. He just had so many lines.
Yeah.
We were like, looking for a chorus.
Paddington when we was robbing houses with the bad face. Yeah, the house is burning, can't believe I went on tour. Yeah, my feelings might be tainted, but my energy is pure. 7-6 on Hoover Street where we were sleeping on the floor. Lost some battles with myself, but in the end I won the war. It's Vaughn. I should have stayed strangers to a lot of motherfuckers. They just taught me anybody can switch up no matter the history of Bond. Shit, I even switched up on myself. I had to catch myself. Fuck is you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, he's barred up though.
Ray Vaughn's talented dude, man.
That's cool.
Yeah. Nice reflective beat. Paddington, we was robbing houses with the bear face. Paddington Bear is like a whatever, a cartoon or whatever the case may be, but with the bear face. We didn't have nothing on our face. Like it was just, you know what I mean? We was just reckless. To me, I'm taking that as they were just reckless, hungry, just trying to. We didn't take time to plan it. We ain't had no ski mask on or nothing like that. Bare face. Fuck King Arthur, strong as hell, but I ain't carrying no dead weight. I can't let nobody live rent free inside my headspace. That last line, rent free, I like that as well. You know what I'm saying? Living, it's a play on words, right? If someone lives somewhere, they can pay rent to live somewhere. But I'm not letting someone take up space in my mind, right? When he says dead weight, when someone says that in general, that means that people are holding him back.
Yeah.
Dead weight. I'm strong. I can handle it, right? Because he's playing on King Arthur being able to pull the sword from the stone, and it's the play on that, right? Right, being the king. I'm a king in my own right? I've come from difficult circumstances, and I've come out of that, so I'm strong. But just because I'm strong, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna let people hold me back, right? I'm not letting negativity, people in my life that are negative, live rent free inside my headspace. I'm just cutting ties. I'm cutting dead weight so that I can get to the next level of my life. So I thought that was a super dope play on words for both those lines. This is what I call high level struggle rap right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to eat cereal out the, what is my man Chess, the battle rapper Chess? I remember I had to eat cereal out the hand. We didn't even have bowls. Motherfuckers just go crazy with the struggles and shit. I think black people in general, man, I think we struggle bond. Like, you ain't, word? You had bowls? You know what I'm saying? Y'all had utensils and shit?
We get off on the struggle.
We had our fingers, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, y'all had water? What?
Y'all had fingers?
Y'all had water. We had to spit in the bowl. But he does that very well, man. He paints a very vivid picture on just how difficult his circumstances were, and just now, and just the struggles, man. The struggles with poverty and the struggles with him battling his own demons and these traumas, and he spoke on that throughout this as well, man. Just the battle of his mind, right? To get through some of these tough times that he went through. So I just think we're getting that with Ray Vaughn. Just raw gutter talk. you know, and again, the classic rags to riches story, man. But he's just barred up though.
Yes.
Like every line is a bar, man, which is just nice to see. Some people just have bars, and I'm like, what, that has nothing to do with this. This has nothing to do with that. He's barring you up, but telling his story at the same time. There you go, man.
Yep.
That's where the artistry comes in. So he's shown to me that he can make a pretty decent song, man, in addition to just having bars. So I want to hear more from Ray Vaughn.
Yeah, man. Looks like he's got a mannequin out too. And that's supposed to be from that same project.
really?
So
Okay.
So maybe we check that out.
All right, man, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas. We out.